just like Tarzan.
Welcome to Friday Fails.
Episode 77.
Episode 77 translated down, divided by 3, carry the 8, 14.
Yes. ...
But why? He did that in the last one.
You can make fun of him for that if you want.
He did, I like it. You were so soft.
I'm cold, man. I'm skinny, okay?
Gosh, so
Look how little
soft.
his legs are. You wouldn't be surprised. They've got some power.
His legs are the size of my wrist.
Oh, that's
You ain't
yeah.
gonna do that yet?
No.
I love that.
Oh,
song.
you're about to learn that song.
I won't be doing
Baby Shark, Mama Shark, MX Factory Shark.
He loves
Dude,
it.
you really don't know that song? 2.5 billion
The
views.
song was
Make
probably
fun.
created by some sleep-deprived parent.
My niece Savannah watches this all the time. This is what I'm telling you, dude. Kids love this stuff. We need to make like an MX Factory.
Shark. Baby shark. Baby shark. Baby shark.
You're gonna learn this. You're gonna be literally singing this in your sleep.
Mommy shark. Mommy shark. Mommy shark.
We make like an MX Factory version of that.
He was dancing.
MX Factory Shark. Rap, 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 rap. I'm Cody. That's Jason. Tyler's in here somewhere.
Tyler. I have a man bun.
We're about to get into some fails. JasonDoyle922@gmail.com. I'll get a fancier email address at some point. All we do is subscriber fails. You are subscribers. We absolutely
We are the
adore
fails.
and love you. Super glad you're sending us in your fails. We're about to rock them out. We can always learn something from each other's fails. When we laugh at you, it's because we think it's super funny. But we're also able to learn from that, and I super appreciate that. So send in your fails, 100% from our subscribers. Let's get started. Number 1.
El numero uno.
Hey guys, from Nathan Sheehan. Love your channel
And your man buns.
Will everybody without man buns please leave the room?
Loser!
Did you say something about everyone with a mustache stay here?
Sorry, this one's not for you.
Friday Fails is our favorite. He's definitely not from. Is he from? I was gonna say he's definitely
That's
not from here.
Canadian.
When you spell favorite with a U,
I don't even know what that means.
you're not
Canadian.
from around here. Here's our son Kai's second
Oh,
ride
I'm
on a
from Western
65.
Australia. Never mind.
Kai's second ride on a 65 after stepping up from his 50. Show his Instagram, crazy kids Kai, some love. Crazy kid Kai, crazy underscore kid underscore Kai. We'll go to it. Actually, I did go to that the other day. We're from Margaret River, Western Australia, and this was at our local Bunbury MX track. Of course, they like our man bun. We're going to Bunbury.
That's where we bury our
Bunbury.
buns when we're done.
Bunbury.
We cut it off.
We cut 'em off,
Most
we take
people
them back.
donate it. We go to Bunbury.
Take a holiday in Australia.
That's so bad.
Yeah, it's
Australia.
bad for sure.
That was bad.
Let's watch
it's like
this.
Australia.
On a holiday,
I
though.
think
They don't
that is
have
the nickname. They
vacations
call it
there.
Australia.
They have a
Australia.
holiday.
Australia.
Right.
Here's Kai.
Oh, that's a tree. You hit the tree, Kai.
That's the tree.
Kai, you hit the tree.
If you didn't
This
know,
isn't
it
woods riding.
I'm
I'm gonna take this one away quick because we
Go.
just had a lesson about this.
do it.
You wanna play it while I'm talking, or?
Yes. I just like to listen to his first gear
Oh,
ride.
He whacked pretty good there.
Are you okay?
Go ahead.
So we were just teaching our guys, as you might have saw, I don't know if we were live on this one, but I think we were. So when the track gets rough, especially when it looks like it was watered at some point, you got some dark dirt, light dirt. When the track gets rough, and especially when you're kind of arcing a turn and the braking bumps form with that arc, if you go straight through those, it disrupts the bike majorly, which is exactly what happened right here. You're going against what we'll call the grain. And so anytime that you go against that direction, all the bumps and the lines and the ruts, everything are formed to move in that direction. When you're going against that, it's fighting you so hard, making the bike move in weird directions, and you know, making you hit trees, I guess. Make you run into trees.
True. So obviously what you do to fix that, go with the track. Go with the flow of the track, unless he's trying to get off the track.
I don't know if he's trying to get off the track. It could have very well been.
Oh, that one bump got him there. He
That
just
one
had a
bump
big
got him,
bump.
but it took his handlebars.
He was
like
already
this.
kind of going in the opposite direction, right?
And he's in a real low gear, going through bumps. The suspension's kind of tightened up, so if you were a gear higher, we don't really know what you were doing here. If you were trying to exit the track, you should have been going slower. And if you weren't, You should have been a gear higher and going with the flow of the track. And that would have eliminated your mistake there.
Okay, I mean, yeah, and you obviously just moved up to a 65, so you have a clutch now, which is a heck of a lot different than a 50. It could be little nerves and stuff like that going on, just understanding how to control that.
Sweet bike though.
Hey,
Brand new.
that's why they put tires there.
Hey,
Good job, Kai.
They literally named that tree the Kai tree.
Can we just listen to the thump one more time?
And your Instagram is crazy.
Crazy Kai. Oh man.
That's a pretty good thumb. All right, thanks, Kai. The whole Shans.
Thanks for
Good
sending
work.
it in.
Number 2, Tim Plant. I'm new to riding the track. This is my 3rd time out to my local track. This is the last moto of the day. Extremely tired, but thought I'd give it one more send. Oh,
Never a good idea.
the
One
infamous
more.
one more time. Just for reference, I think we've done this before.
It used to be one more time in our day, now it's one more send.
One more send.
That's like the new cool thing to
Oh, is
say.
it really?
Sending it.
Okay, try to say this. I'm gonna give it 2 more sends. And then
Skip
maybe
the
only
last
do
send.
half of them.
Yeah, skip the last send.
Don't ever say one more, it's a curse. Got a case of whiskey throttle and the ending is there to be seen.
This looks like WW.
That's a gnarly obstacle.
Oh,
Alright, here we go.
jeez.
Oh,
Wow, man. At least you landed on the backside of the
That
berm.
was epic. That's a New Jersey, I think.
I mean,
That's epic.
You get your feet up in there. You ever thought about not doing that? Alright, let's go back to the beginning. Let's see where it went wrong. It looks like you just got...
that's a cool,
Yeah,
that's like a
whiskey
huge
throttle.
single.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
I think you got little braking bumps here. You got a little.
Oh yeah, he just got huck-a-buck.
He's trying to grab that front brake and probably giving it
We
gas.
talk
at
about
the
this
same
all
time.
the time when we get these GoPro views. We always talk about like that box structure, and he's just gripped in super tight. So
Yeah.
he doesn't have a whole lot of stability over being able to
I'm
react
gonna have to
to
say, his
something like
bars
this.
look to be rolled very far forward to me.
Yeah,
Could be, yep.
Honestly, the dismount was pretty epic.
It's decent.
yeah.
Today's bikes, number 1, are super sensitive with fuel injection. I think that's been one huge change over the years. It's just the sensitivity of the throttle with the fuel injection. I think he might have been a gear low there too. And when you're a gear low, the bike's even more jumpy and just kind of torquey. Yeah, and it just looks like he simply got out of control there, and he may have even grabbed the front brake and had the throttle twisted at the same time, and just too little too late. And that's why we're big advocates too for being able to use both your brakes at the same time and having confidence in braking, because that's everything there. I think he just got out of control and just panicked.
Literally the first thing we teach, other than just going at a very turtle speed, is how to use brakes. And we like spend a lot of time on that because like we always say, you won't have a problem picking up speed if you know you can control yourself slowing down. And that's the key to something like this. You wouldn't have any trouble at all coming into that turn wide open if you were really confident in your braking. So I always start with the slowing down part. If you're going to spend some time on anything after this, or this could have been years ago, but if you're going to spend any time on anything, it would be like find a field, practice braking back, practice braking only front brake, practice braking only back brake, and then both, and then different percentages with each. Like there's a lot you can do with the brakes, sitting down, standing up. So just be real confident in that, and then the rest, the confidence with speed comes from that. Like comes from being really secure with like, hey, if I get out of shape or I'm coming into this too fast, I know that I can at least manage my way to get into the turn and without crashing like this. So yeah, I think that's
It's risk management, right?
Yeah.
Man, that's about the most
It's
foolish
risk
thing I
management.
ever heard in my life, man. Your brakes, they do nothing but slow you down, man. You ain't need no brakes on this thing. Just give her the go and just twist it, man.
Is there anyone out there who wants to go fast? I want to go fast.
You straight away when you were supposed to be turning.
All right, so we figured that out. We're good.
Let's move on, Tim Planter.
Thank you, Timmer. Timmer Planner.
Timber Planter.
Josh, fail number 3. Here's a video for Friday Fails. They just watered the track and it was a little slick. Do you have any tips on slick conditions?
Yeah.
How is my don't run me over reflex? Ha ha.
Haha.
Let's check it out. Looks a little slick.
Looks like Murphy's.
It looks good, actually.
Yeah, it looks real nice.
It looks just like
Oh!
Jeez Louise.
that track. Looks like our spokes track that we have here.
It does look
Texas.
very looks.
Do we Google him?
Josh Lewidge.
Ledwidge.
Ledwidge? No, I
I'll
don't know.
Google them after.
But anyway, we'll Google ya. We'll
Let's
figure
watch
out
this
this may
one
be
more
in
time.
Texas.
Oh, he just slid out. You know what you need to do? You need to do that about 15 more times and you learn how not to.
I mean, you got bark busters, so clearly you're a trail rider, maybe not super confident with motocross stuff or tracks.
It appears he's sitting over that roller there, and I probably would have been wanting to stay.
Like right here?
Maybe not being planted into the outside foot peg very much either.
So you're coming over a roller, you know the bike's gonna unload, and you know that when it comes down, you're gonna have to be in a certain position to make sure that it's not sliding. So if you're anywhere off to the inside of the bike, the wheels are gonna go this way. So you wanna be body weight over top of the inside of the wheels. So it would be something like this, right? So if you're coming over there, I would suggest standing and then putting the weight in the bike down to your inside and wading through the center line of the bike. You want your body weight to be going through the center line. So if you're here, right? If you're here coming into something that's slick, when the weight goes into the pegs, it's gotta give somewhere. Or when the weight comes into the seat, it's got to give somewhere, so it's sliding the wheels out from under you. But if it's already kind of leaned here and you're weighting down the center line, it's gripping on the inside of the knobbies and you're able to get on the gas. So I would say step one, get comfortable standing. Step two, get comfortable turning, you know, small turns standing, and you know, moving the bike around with your hips.
Any specific tips if it's slick?
Yeah, I mean, just being weighted correctly, because if it wasn't slick, you could bring the bike a little more in line with your body because you know the dirt's working with you and not against you. So you've got to kind of counter that when it's slippery and get the weight in the right part of the tire, so to speak, and through the suspension there.
True that. And it looks like you were pretty far outside. I was only gonna give one little slick tip, is obviously straightening the whole sections out. So maybe instead of actually taking this as a really long turn, going super far outside and then making a very small turn, like kind of more of an immediate angle, and then straightening out that whole long turn.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, because there's no ruts that you have to go over, there's nothing like that. You can kind of straighten the whole thing out. Probably more of the advice would be like for the guy behind you is like, if it's slick, like don't follow so close to somebody. That guy was
too close for
that guy was like right there. Doesn't give any time to react. So
yeah,
I'm glad you. Oy.
Yeah, he didn't even slow down very much there.
It would have paid him a little visit. Look, KTM something Texas. See, I'm telling you, I think that's.
Oh, that is Texas.
I'm gonna look this guy up real quick. Josh Ledwidge. The beauty of the internet. Well, we're looking you up. We're figuring this out. Torn.
That was likely Spokes.
Texas Off-Road Racing Network, is that what that is?
Oh man, this isn't his first go.
Send us that one.
Cool, man.
We looked it up on
I feel like
Instagram.
I know this guy. I feel like I've seen him, don't you?
I don't know.
It's very common.
I'd like to see you though.
We'd
Come say hi at the
We'd love
track.
to see you.
Fail number 4.
Fail
number 4.
Hot show.
This is from Philip Panita. This is from October of 2017 in Marysville, California. My sister asked if I wanted to ride her new KTM 125, and I said yeah, and I crashed 5 to 6 laps in.
Cool.
Good stuff.
Like your sister's pissed in our decisions.
Good storyline.
She was happy for about 5 laps.
Elbows
All right,
down,
we'll just
head
watch
up.
it.
Oh!
Ow.
That was horrid. Is the bike on top of him right now, or did the camera fly off his helmet?
No, that's him right there.
No, he's like, he's sorting himself out there.
That was officially the first GoPro eject I think I've seen.
Man, he slammed.
Dude, what did
That
you
came
do?
out of nowhere.
Yeah, I can't even tell you what happened. It was in the shadow and everything. I think he just grabbed the front brake.
Dark spot there. Could have been a little soft from the shadow being there all day. The dirt may have been a little softer there. Could have been a hole or something.
Yeah, and he's
Going into a corner too. Could have been too much front brake.
It's really, really, really hard to tell.
Definitely not on the gas.
Ouch.
That's a hard hit.
Man, I don't want to be where your GoPro's at any given point.
Sweet wave rotors though.
I'd
I'd have to say there's probably some kind of lapse in fundamental technique there. We can't see where his body is on the bike, but likely there was some imbalance there that probably started that crash.
There's no way around it that you go to the ground that fast without grabbing the front brake and watching the front end. There's nothing that can make that happen.
That's probably true.
You just were like, here, boom, there. And that's, we teach everyone in our learn to rides to not use the front brake at first, because when you don't have good track awareness, or you may have good track awareness, you may have just been caught off guard, And the front brake on KTM is very powerful.
Yeah, I was gonna say, those are like those Brembo brakes.
Yeah, they don't play.
Super. I remember the first time I think it was one of yours. I remember the first time I rode a KTM 450 a few years back. And I was like, gosh,
yeah,
they're way better than my Hondas or my Cowleys were back in the day. So
yeah, I think it's just gonna be, yeah, it's that in a nutshell.
They're sexy.
But also braking properly was, you know, back and front brake. You can get on the front brakes really hard as long as you have the weight in the right position and all that. Probably just chilling, having a good time.
Well,
like,
and it's
putting hours on my sister's bike. This is awesome.
I mean, it is. I think, what is it, like South Lake Washougal, one of the, like, it is shadowy. And riding in shadows is tricky. It kind of like, maybe you know, you get confused in a shadow, you think you see something, this and that. It can mess with your mind a little bit.
Yeah, you should ask this guy about how he does in the dark.
Point at me or you? Alright, well, thanks for sharing, Philip. Sorry that you literally hit your head at 75 miles an hour. Lauren's been hurted. Hi, MX Factory team. Lauren's here. Oh, again, I knew that name sounded familiar.
Wow, the picture underneath is not good. The picture underneath is
never good.
Oh, that's the femur. I have the same x-ray.
Not long ago, I sent you guys a video of my friend that did the ghost wheelie. Oh, yeah, remember the ghost wheelie where you're just laughing at him?
Yeah.
Me and the ghost wheelie guy took a casual ride, casual ride this weekend past to the local track close to my house. I wanted to do a jump and I asked one of the guys there to pace me in for the jump. Did you not see our top 5 tips to send it video? Don't pace. Just before hitting the jump, I forgot everything that I've learned on your channel. I am out for 6 weeks, but my RM is okay. That's a true dirt biker right there, letting us know the status.
With a broken femur? I agree, dude. Oh, there's a Ghost Rider. Oh, he's pacing it.
He's just paced it.
Oh, man, geez. Just landed. I know that feeling. I just want to let you know, these guys don't know you like I know you.
Sure don't.
I have 2 broken femurs in my life.
Oh, that is the femur. Okay, so we're gonna...
And I have the exact same surgeries that you do, so I have 2 titanium rods in my legs.
That's why he's so short.
We got the...
I never grew tall.
Dang, we got the full thing going on here, man. Ambulance. Wow.
Not a great
Is that
time.
a whole rod?
Yeah, it goes all the way down.
They
I got
drill the rod
through
the bone?
Through the bone in the middle.
Oh.
He's basically bionic now.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
Wow, alright, so now you're half metal.
Only out 6 weeks.
I mean, that's true. Femurs don't take long, man. If you're gonna break anything, you might as well just break a femur.
Alright, well, gruesome, but let's watch it again.
It's a classic air wheelie.
I mean, one, trying to pace your friend, that just throws you in a whole different mental category of you shouldn't be doing that. We literally just talked about that in our top 5 tips to sending it big video. We don't prefer it. Some people do.
I don't like it at all.
I just don't like it. More because if your friend would have gone down or something. But anyway.
I mean, there's many things to make the front wheel go high.
I would have to say again, it's some kind of imbalance in fundamental technique. He might have been not standing up tall enough. His front, his legs might have been breaking forward, going forward, putting him in a bad spot. I find a lot of times when you're jumping, if you break at the knees, when you're weightless in the air, you put pressure on those front teeth of the foot pegs there. Has a tendency to want to push the back of the bike down in the air and give you the air wheelie style jump there.
Yeah, because he was pretty much he was air wheelie.
I love the way he talks when he's explaining stuff. He sounds like a news anchor.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
The air wheelie side break there. All right, let's listen for Susan in weather.
Or Susan in weather.
Inspired by Ron Burgundy.
I mean, he did go straight up right away.
I say you never bail, no matter what.
I bet he pulled.
I've never bailed off the
I bet he pulled.
We talked about that recently.
I don't think I have.
He definitely never bailed because I remember editing it and you said that. I'd like to say I have.
There's been some times I probably should have.
Like I said, this was not that big of a jump though, so I don't know about bailing on this.
I think what you did is you pulled the handlebars up and probably pushed your feet down at the same time. Just push the bike down from underneath you. When you're jumping correctly, it should feel very natural in the air. It should be very effortless. You shouldn't be moving the body around or trying to force the bike in any direction. All of that's done going up the jump. You know, you're managing the height of the front end going up the jump with the power and also where your body's at on the bike. And you know, if you do make a mistake, it's nice to be able to level the bike out with the back brake, which is a more advanced technique, but something that I think people should learn right away when they're learning how to jump. And you just landed wrong. Let's face it, you weren't going that fast and it wasn't that big of a jump. You just landed with your leg in the wrong spot. You know, it's just like one of those things.
It's hard to say if he shouldn't have bailed because his bike was probably so straight up.
It's hard to tell. You know, I think his wheel might have hit the top of the landing, slamming the front of the bike down and literally ripping his hands off the bars.
Yeah, I think so.
It's hard to say if he actually let go or
he might have just
was told to let go.
Ripped off the handlebars.
Poor guy, though. I know that feeling when you're laying there and you're like, holy crap, my legs did not.
And it was his left one too, yeah.
Not a great feeling there. Hey, he's in Cape Town, South Africa, though. At least he's not swimming with the great whites.
True that.
True that.
Don't really know what that means, but
there's great whites, man. They're swimming around all in the ocean.
Oh yeah, at least you have a broken femur and you're not swimming.
I mean, they'll eat you. You know, they get into the cages.
Especially if it was a compound fracture.
Blessing in disguise. Thanks for sharing that. We definitely learned something. Sparky's Garage MX.
Can you bring me a water from the garage?
Sparky!
Thirsty.
Right. Well,
he keeps me in here for hours.
That's true.
I just can't even have anything to drink.
Here we go, Sparky.
Oh, it is slippery. You can't stay straight. Nice line choice out there in the dust. Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh, you got off good.
That was nice.
You got off good.
Gloves are done for.
Mom's gonna be pissed about you coming into her car like that.
I hope that's just mud.
That was awesome.
Probably too much Monster Energy before that.
Could have been a gear higher immediately. Gear too low.
Is that
wow, okay, yeah.
Is that it?
Let's do 3. Let's give him 3. Gear higher. So if you're in 3rd, which probably you're in 3rd, you need to go to 4th. Okay, that's gonna get a little more traction to the ground. Hopefully get a little more bite there. Second thing is when you're, you can't gain speed up a slippery face. So you gotta have the right amount of speed before you get there and just maintain off because you don't wanna spin the wheels. You're definitely trying to gain speed coming up to that, and I'm just assuming you slid off. That's 2. And the third one is probably going to be his landing, body collapsing in the landing and giving him that big buck. You know what I mean? So, and then you're gripping horribly.
I noticed, I see all these GoPro videos. There's all these grips. People grip right in. It's like such an epidemic.
Gotta roll those hands.
It's an epidemic.
You're grabbing the bar like a hammer, not like a tennis racket.
It's a real problem in today's society, let me tell you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Today's motocross society for sure. But you definitely got out of it as good as possible. Just sliding out like that, heck, I'd take that all day.
Enough for a little victorious. Thank you, Jesus.
I have those same exact fly gloves. I used to have them. I used to ride in those same exact.
He crashes the same way.
Thanks, Sparky. Or
see you, Sparks.
Sparky's
Garage.
Mix.
Thailand Love Wreck.
Sweet burn. That'd be a sweet hypnotic burn. Okay.
We're jumping the heck out of that.
That's a cool track.
Oh!
You don't forget to hit the brakes, Bo.
Gotta follow through with those eyes.
Didn't lean.
Just forgot to turn. Yeah, they didn't lean at all.
I find sometimes people, you just fixate on this object and you're kind of panicked and you're like, and you're just locked. His eyes are just locked past that berm. You're always gonna go where you look.
Right where you look.
I mean, there is like 2 definitive lines. It feels like he went like really right in between them.
Did you
cross
cross
this line? There's this line,
balance beam right
and
there.
he's like right in the middle of them.
A little cross right
But his
there.
clutch is in, so he's not getting good braking.
Can't brake with your clutch in, folks. Just don't work.
I think so he grabs his clutch here, he's on the binders, and is probably not getting any traction because he's on the hard dirt.
So he's freewheeling.
His lean angle's not matching his speed.
No, not matching speed.
Well, I'll tell you what.
What happens? I'll tell you what, your lean angle don't match your speed.
Tell you what, man.
Every time.
Every time, right over the berm.
It's gotta match the speed.
The lean ain't gotta match that speed.
So to fix it?
Number 1, lean a little earlier.
Slow down.
Lean a little earlier.
If you don't know how to use your brakes, you can't go into the turns correctly.
And I mean,
and you should go over them.
Creeper.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a car that's been tricked out to look like an ice cream truck.
But you guys have road tracks like this a lot where it's like...
I have never rode a track like that.
Hey,
ride,
just I grew up riding tracks just like this all the time.
Where if you ride it in the rain, it's like that for like 3 months.
Yeah, it's just gumbo clay. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of got.
I would bring a gumbo into this.
Gumbo, I love some meat.
Gumbo, I have no idea what.
You can shrimp, you can fry them, you can bake them, you
Shrimp?
can boil them. I mean,
This is a vegan channel.
Not when you got forced gumbo shrimp.
boy, let me tell you something. I went vegan for a month, worst month of my life, man.
Yeah,
Let me tell you.
That's good. Good.
Hey,
Good.
he did.
0.05% of your life.
He only cheated 5 times.
Yeah, I did cheat 5 or 6.
He had cheese.
Once it wasn't my fault though. I got a veggie burger. They put cheese on it without asking me. I ate it though.
Oh,
It doesn't
dang.
taste right.
I'm like,
So is that it? We're fixed? Lean, Tim. Tillin.
Slow down first, then lean.
Slow down.
Work your speed up.
Then lean. Work your speed.
up.
it all comes in layers like an onion.
All comes in layers. Alright guys, we hope you enjoyed. If you like that, please check out more over here. If you want to become a patron, you can check that down here. Subscribe button's over here. I learned that last week. And also our Instagram is somewhere down here. Cody's voiceovering and his commentating voice sounding great. We'll see you next time.
How y'all doing?